I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Join me for a moment of silent prayer. Amen. Okay, agenda item number 3 is approval of tonight's agenda. I don't think there's any changes to that, so is there a motion for approval? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Agenda item number 4 is the time that we provide each meeting for citizen comments, usually on non-agenda items. So I'm not sure if anybody's here to speak on that. I don't see anybody. So we'll go ahead and move on to agenda item number 5, which is Exhibit 1 in your packet, and that is approval of the minutes from January 19, 2026 and January 26, 2026. If you have time to look those over, I would entertain a motion of approval.
So moved. Support.
Any questions? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Agenda item 6 is the Axis Holdings Urban Renewal Plan, which is Exhibit 2. And Kent, are you up on that one?
Sure.
That's what.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Open the public hearing. It's up to you.
Yep, I'll go ahead and open the public hearing, and we'll turn it over to Tim. And if anybody's here to speak on that.
So this is the time that we advertised to have the public hearing for Axis Holdings for the Urban Renewal Plan. We started this process back first of the year. We had a consultation meeting on the 12th and nobody showed up for, but it was meant for any government entity that wanted to steward the county. And had a P&Z meeting on the 7th that went through smoothly. So, yeah, now it's just the formality of holding the public hearing and recommending approving the plan. And the plan is attached in your packet as exhibit number 2.
It's Exhibit 2.
Exhibit 2.
Yes.
Any questions on the plan? Otherwise,
And that's basically what we'll be making the resolution
yes,
to approve, right?
that is correct. Ordinance instead.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
want to move forward with that. This is for Axis Holdings.
Yeah.
Right?
So any questions, council? Or anybody from the public? More than welcome to come up. Not hearing or seeing anyone approach, we'll go ahead and close the public hearing. And that takes us to a motion for the resolution to approve that. Anybody want to make a motion?
Support.
And it's a resolution, so we'll do roll call. I'll start with you, Andrew.
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Brett?
Yes.
Olivia?
Yes.
Derek?
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you, everybody. Now we have to do a first reading of the ordinance for the Division of Revenues under Section 403.19 Code of Iowa for Axis Holdings Urban Renewal Plan. So is there a motion to approve the first reading?
Support.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Now it is, I asked Matt if there was any reason, as a council, you are in a position that you could waive the second and third readings if it's not going to really affect anybody else, and then we can do the ordinance. But you didn't think it would, there's any reason because it won't affect anybody, any other holder, resident, right? So if that's something the council wants to do, we can have a motion to waive the second and third reading of that ordinance.
I just have one question, I guess, about it. So it's just the commercial portion of the building, correct? Just the bottom. So is there any way that it could have been like both the top and the bottom, or it's just always commercial since it's downtown?
Yes, because the second floor, our units are being sold.
Okay.
So yeah, it is simply the commercial space on the lower level, and access is understanding of that and fine.
Sure. Good.
Good question.
That's looking really good.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
does.
It is.
It does look really, really nice.
There's I don't have that agreement in front of me, something about the number of jobs that they have to increase.
Correct.
14 to 20.
Yeah, and they're at 10, and they'll be continuing to, and that's something that I'll be checking on as we go.
So I
So
think they have a few more months to be able to get to that.
April, May, it's something like that, but you're right. And when they open up, which will be I think they'll be there in February, they'll have a few more months, but yeah, that's something that I'll be overseeing. So, yeah.
Those Grove City jobs, will they be in that location or are they going to be remote jobs elsewhere?
There will be, so currently they've even brought on where they're currently at by the new vet clinic. They've brought on an additional 9 or 10 and they'll continue to. The intent was to be on site. The interesting dilemma that we're going to have is there's going to be a parking crunch because another 14 jobs in this area is another 14 cars. I mentioned that to them regarding working off site, and they will most likely be rolling off site jobs just because parking spaces, they're critical, is an issue. So, yeah. Darren, you don't want access in front of yours.
Right. A little tighter.
We need a ramp.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with all the,
Yeah.
fixing up the,
Construction.
hopefully that'll be done soon.
But good question. It's going to be a big boon for that building.
Mhm. You know how many of those upper homes or apartments they've sold? Or have they sold any?
I understand there's one that's sold. The one that's on the, it would be the southwest corner.
Oh, yeah,
So everything else though is still open. So if you're interested.
I know. Did Danny buy it? Oh, by the way, yeah.
But, yeah.
Four.
Yeah, that would be a nice one though.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to a festival and look out and, yeah. Good, thanks Ryan. So what does the council think about waiving the second and third?
Yeah, I'm in favor of that.
Are you? You guys okay with that? Okay. So, we had a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. So then we need a motion to approve the ordinance 403.19.
So moved.
Support.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, now agenda item number 7 is Access Holdings Urban Renewal Plan Development Agreement.
Yep.
And we'll go ahead and open the public hearing on that.
Yes. So this is the development agreement with Access Holdings for the TIF. It's a 10-year. We emailed it out to you.
Yeah.
If you printed it off, page 13 talks about the jobs, and it's a 10-year TIF that we're entering into here. And page 15 talks about when it'll go into effect. So like the first TIF dollars that they will receive is the fall of 27. So
Okay.
Tyler has signed that agreement and just going through this process of
Through the
public
hoops,
hearing. and-
right?
Yeah, but if you have any other questions, let us know.
Anybody, public hearing, need to have any concerns or questions? Council? Okay, then we'll go ahead and close the public hearing. And we need a resolution to approve and authorize the execution of a development agreement between the City of Orange City and Access.
Support.
And this again is a roll call because it's a resolution. I'll start with you, Mark.
Yes.
Brett?
Yes.
Yes. Lydia?
Yes.
Darren?
Yes.
Andrew? Great. Thanks, guys. Okay, it is public hearing day today. Now we're going to do agenda item number 8 is a public hearing on the matter of adoption of plans, specifications, form of contract, and estimate of cost for the construction of the 7th Street reconstruction and resurfacing project. This is Exhibit 3 in your packet, and we'll go ahead and open up that public hearing. Matt, are you going to
Sure.
take that one?
Yeah, appreciate it. Oh, yeah, Exhibit 3, apologize about the confidential, all that printed out there, but,
that's the bid tabulation or the bid summary of the 6 bidders that came in there. Mark is here from Beck Engineering too, and congratulate him on not being a low bid. So good estimating there, Mark. But so we were happy to see the bids come in under what we were anticipating there. As a reminder, we're getting a funding from the federal government through the DOT for about $850,000, and so we're also having some funds contributed by the county for a portion of this. Somewhat of the center, 22 feet. They're splitting some of that cost for about $400,000 roughly. So I think we're construction-wise, it comes out to $550 for us plus engineering costs. So that's really a little summary of the project there. Excuse me. Jason has been working on sending out letters to the property owners, and then for those folks that are on the concrete portion, we're going to be having a informational meeting, just what that impact will be for them and during construction. So yeah, just keeping the neighbors informed there, and yeah, that project will be starting here. I don't know, is there late start date of May sometime, Mark?
Yeah, it's April 20th is the late start date, but
okay,
we can see them getting started early.
Pretty quick. Okay. So yeah, so that's kind of the lowdown there. If you have any questions, your Mark can answer that. Recommend having a public hearing and then awarding the contract there to DeLoss Construction. They actually did the 14th Street project, basically where Vision is looking at going right now, that section between St. Paul and Spencer. Yeah. So familiar with Orange City. I think they partner with some of the local excavators as a subcontractor, so be good.
Another public hearing. So is there anybody that has any questions or comments from the crowd or the council? Now we'll go ahead and close the public hearing, and then I think this is just a motion to adopt the plan, specifications, form of contract, and estimate of cost. Okay, is there support? Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carries. And then we need another motion to award the bid. Is that correct? To DeLoss Construction? So, all those in favor signify by saying yes.
Yes.
All right, that takes us to agenda item 9, LoSAP guidelines, which is exhibit 4, and Matt? Okay.
Yeah, I'll introduce it, and if you have any questions, Dan is here too. We're going to work with Dan and some of his officers, Kent, so feel free to chime in with anything there. But as you recall, we basically sent our intent to the state that we were going to be participating in the LoSAP program with the state of Iowa, and that is a match of up to $500 per personnel, and there's a limit on the funding, so it could easily be that $500 gets shrunk down, prorated, depending on the number of fire departments that apply for that. So we've made our intent known. Now we have guidelines that we use basically internally as far as who's eligible, and so the fire department's done a pretty good job of laying out the point schedule, how long they have to be on the department, what the vesting period is, and then when they if they get off the department, what happens to those funds, and that sort of setup there. So I think it's fair to say, Dan, if you're moderately active, you will qualify.
Yeah,
if you attend meetings and go to
speak
calls.
to that everybody that's currently on, that's past that 2-year mark, or actually that first year. So if you're past, let's say you come on in February, you're going to have to wait for the following February to be able to be eligible. That's kind of like some of these retirement programs or whatever. And that's not us. That's just how those programs work, right? But other than that, everybody that's currently active on the department, there's nobody that's eliminated or nobody that's eligible. But we also have some criteria there that we want to, the idea behind the LoSAP program is we want to honor people that are serving. And so if they're not serving, we have to have a point type basis, and that's part of they want a guideline and some type of point type system where they can monitor as well. So that's what's coming from.
Questions, council?
Do they have to have any specific certifications in order to?
No, they don't. This is a but what we did is we said for people that have certification, we give them bonus points for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So because they've invested in the department, they've done that extra work, they get bonus points carried forward. So again, if somebody doesn't have certification, it's going to take the more training. But even with more training, nobody's even close to not being eligible. So.
College students? College students
are not, because again, they're not going to be here for that long a time. So they would have to be there that 2 years per se.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a large influx, which is great with college. We've got a lot of college kids that want to go on and become professional firefighters. And it helps.
You've had a
us.
couple, right? Didn't you tell me that?
We currently have 9 full-time across the United States, but right now we have 5 college students that are participating as our members, and we've got a 6th one we're going to interview.
But 9 that are serving
That are
around, that went
graduating
through.
past that are full-time across the United States.
That's cool. Any other questions or comments? So you're just looking for a motion to approve the guidelines, okay. Is there a motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Agenda item number 10 is, 2,560,000 GO bonds loan notes. So are you doing that, Mr. Kent?
I am.
That's kind of speaks your language, GO bond.
Yep, this is one of the final steps.
Steps.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is, we have a purchase agreement from D.A. Davidson. Janet's got that. We're looking at, this is in regards to the fire truck, and we are doing the refunding portion, which is about $800,000, okay? So the true interest costs came in this morning. We had a phone call with D.A. Davidson, and the true interest cost is 3.29%. It's over 10 years. And first payment on the interest will be December 1 of 26. We kind of went through this a little bit, went through the budget process in regards to debt service. They're going to be, it's a level, what we call level financing over those 10 years. It's about a little over $200,000 per year of principal and interest. In regards to the refunding, it's about $800,000. There's 3 years left on the 2019 A bonds. And we were able to save about just a little over $18,000 for those 3 years. So I'm recommending that we pull the trigger and do that refunding and save that. And those were at 4%, and then they came in at 2.77. So yeah, this is the last part. We're just asking you guys for a resolution to take agreement on the purchase agreement, and then final step will be at the next meeting, and that's actual issuance of it, and then we'll close like first part of March. Have the money in our
So you're
account.
happy with that percentage?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, yep.
We like it when Kent's
No. But appreciate it.
Good.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
thanks, Kent. So is there a motion to approve that resolution? And once again, that's a resolution, so we'll do roll call, and I'll start with you, Brett.
Yes.
Olivia? Yes.
Yes.
Andrew?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Excellent, thank you. Agenda item 11, gas work position.
Yeah, so, as you recall, we've had this position open for a number of months. Been doing some interviewing the last week or two here between Shane and Jason's been really involved in that as well. And we recommend hiring Shane Sculler. He's from town here. Currently works for Bohr & Sons and has had some other experience as well. So we recommend hiring him for the gas position. Excited to start.
And he'll start when? Do we know?
2 weeks? Probably, right?
About 2 weeks, got it, okay. Okay, is there a motion to approve Shane Sculler? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Good job. Agenda item number 12, we have a renewal application for a special Class C retail alcohol license from Holland Plaza Theater, Kroll Theater, and everything's in order, Janet?
Yeah.
So we just need a motion to approve that.
So moved.
All those in favor signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries. Administrative reports. Matt?
Yeah, so Jason was here last week, but I'd like to welcome him to the group and doing some training, and he's been certainly involved in what we have going on. So welcome him, and then also Ty Taylor started today in our water department, so he excited to be in town as well. So along those same lines, we're continue to interview for the other gas position we have opening here soon, and for the police officer. Jim, I've lost count. I think we have about 15 applications or something. So been pretty pleased with what we've got coming in. So, so yeah, we feel pretty good about that. Just a reminder, it's hard to believe that Kurt has been sending out rental inspection letters. It's the end of the first 5 years. So in case you hear any feedback on that, it went pretty quickly there. The first time we had the first segment, the first 5 years, we provided a little bit of a rebate on that to get people to sign up. So this time it's full price. So if you hear anything about that, I forget what the rebate was on that, but just so you're aware, that's happening. Nice to see progress on the R. Perry project, the RTI building. That's good to see that work continuing to happen during the winter here. And last week we closed on the Vision property on 14th Street and St. Paul. So I think they'll be starting out there too at some point. So that's all I had.
Good. Janet?
I'm hoping to roll out the cemetery software to the public, hopefully this week. They'll have available a burial search and a lot selector. So I'll share the information with you guys too.
So is that like an app then? Or is it?
It's well, there will be an app eventually. Okay. I don't have that ready.
But on
yet.
our website?
It'll be on our website,
okay.
Yes, and different links to go to for that, yep.
Great. Awesome.
Thank you for your work on that.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's been a lot of work. So good. Hopefully it'll make your job easier as time goes on. Maybe earlier. Great. Thanks, Janet. Mm-hmm. Ryan? Nope. Jim? Nope. Kent? Anything for you? Jason? Anything to share? Dan? Jenny? Good to see
101 Days Total Festival.
How many?
101.
What? Okay. Ooh, get going on that fit in your Dutch costume routine, right?
Exactly what I was.
Council. Andrew, do you have anything? Mark?
Library got their e-book bike.
Oh, did they?
So they had it sitting out in the lobby area of the
Good.
library. I don't know if it's still out there this week, but looks pretty cool.
Yeah. So do you have to take turns riding it or whatever?
I don't think I'll be riding it.
Especially if you have to do it in your wooden shoes or something.
Yeah.
Brett, do you have anything?
Nothing.
Olivia?
If you need help fit in your Dutch costumes, you just let me know.
I don't. Darren?
Nope.
I don't have anything either. So thanks everybody. And is there a motion to adjourn?
Support.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.